Welcome, fans, to this heartfelt deep dive into the story of Karl-Anthony Towns, a man whose journey has been marked by triumph, tragedy, resilience, and purpose. This isn't just a story about basketball or athletic success. It's a reflection on the power of perseverance, the weight of loss, and the unbreakable human spirit that keeps moving forward when life tests every part of you. Karl-Anthony Towns' path from a humble childhood in New Jersey to the bright lights of the NBA is one of the most moving stories in modern sports. His tale is one that reminds us that greatness is not only measured by numbers, awards, or highlight reels, but by heart, humility, and the courage to stand tall through adversity. Born on November 15, 1995, in Edison, New Jersey, Karl-Anthony Towns was the son of two remarkable parents, Karl Towns Sr. and Jacqueline Cruz Towns. His father, a former basketball player and coach, gave him structure, discipline, and a deep respect for the game. His mother, a vibrant, loving woman of Dominican heritage, filled their home with warmth, laughter, and unconditional support. Together, they shaped Karl's foundation, one that would prepare him for the highs and lows of the life that awaited him. Even as a child, Karl was different. He wasn't just tall, he was intelligent, thoughtful, and curious about everything. His parents noticed early that their son wasn't simply fascinated by sports, but by learning itself. He loved studying, asking questions, and exploring how things worked. In school, he was known as much for his academic excellence as his athletic ability. He was a kid who loved math and science, who dreamed not only of playing basketball, but of one day changing the world in his own way. Basketball came naturally, but it wasn't forced upon him. His father introduced him to the fundamentals, the footwork, the passing, the patience. They spent countless hours in gyms, running drills, talking strategy, and developing habits that would define his approach forever. Karl learned early that success wasn't about flash, it was about consistency. His father's lessons weren't just about basketball, they were about life. If you want to be great, he used to tell his son, you've got to do what others won't. You've got to care more, work harder, and never forget who you are. That mindset carried Karl through his youth. By the time he was in middle school, he was already turning heads, a tall, coordinated kid with the agility of a guard and the mind of a student. When he joined St. Joseph High School in Metuchen, New Jersey, under coach Dave Turco, the legend of Karl-Anthony Towns truly began to take shape. His combination of size, skill, and maturity was rare. He could shoot from outside, post up inside, pass with precision, and dominate both ends of the court. But beyond the stats and the trophies, Karl's character stood out. He was humble, polite, and team-oriented. He respected his coaches and uplifted his teammates. By his senior year, Towns had become a national phenomenon. He was named a McDonald's All-American, earned multiple Player of the Year honors, and led St. Joseph to multiple state championships. But despite the attention from scouts, media, and fans, he never lost focus on education. He even took college-level courses in high school, showing his commitment to being a student first and an athlete second. That academic dedication would later help him navigate the complex, often overwhelming world of professional sports. When Karl chose the University of Kentucky and coach John Calipari, it felt like a perfect match. Calipari saw not just a superstar, but a leader, someone who could anchor his team with skill and selflessness. At Kentucky, Karl flourished. He wasn't chasing individual glory. He was learning the value of team dynamics, of trusting the process, of putting the program's success above his own. That 2014-15 Kentucky team was a powerhouse, a near-perfect blend of young talent and unselfish chemistry. They stormed through the season, going 38-1, coming just one win short of an undefeated year. Karl's calm demeanor, intelligence, and maturity stood out even among the elite. He was the quiet storm, dominant yet composed, confident yet respectful. When the 2015 NBA draft arrived, everyone knew what was coming. With the first overall pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Karl-Anthony Towns. It was the beginning of a new era, for him, for Minnesota, and for the league. From the moment he stepped onto the NBA stage, Karl exuded a rare sense of purpose. He wasn't just playing for himself. He was representing his family, his community, and the people who believed in him. His rookie season was nothing short of phenomenal. Averaging 18 points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 2 blocks per game. Towns made an immediate impact. He played with poise and confidence, blending finesse and power with a natural understanding of the game. His efforts earned him the 2016 NBA Rookie of the Year award, and it wasn't even close. But what made him special wasn't just the numbers. It was the way he carried himself. He was articulate, composed, and grounded. Fans could see he was different, not just another young star chasing fame, but a man focused on growth, integrity, and respect. As the years unfolded, Karl continued to elevate his game. He became one of the most versatile big men in the league, capable of stretching defenses with his shooting while dominating the paint. His unique skill set, the ability to shoot from deep, rebound, and facilitate, helped redefine what a center could be. Analysts began to call him the prototype of the modern NBA big man. Yet for all his accomplishments, Karl remained humble. He often spoke about his family, his upbringing, and how his parents' lessons kept him grounded through the chaos of fame. Then came 2020, a year that would change Karl-Anthony Towns' life forever. When COVID-19 swept across the world, it struck the Towns family in the most devastating way. Karl's mother, Jacqueline Cruz Towns, fell ill. For weeks, Karl shared her condition publicly, asking for prayers and expressing his hope. But tragically, she passed away on April 13, 2020. The loss shattered him. She was not just his mother. She was his best friend, his guiding light, his everything. Karl spoke later about how she had attended nearly every one of his games, no matter the distance or time zone. Her voice, her energy, her faith, those things were his fuel. Losing her felt like losing a part of himself. But Karl didn't hide from his pain. He faced it. He shared it. He used his platform to talk about grief, to honor his mother's memory, and to encourage others to cherish their loved ones. He revealed that he lost several family members to the pandemic, each loss reopening the wound, each one testing his strength. Yet through it all, Karl found a way to stand. He took time to heal, both physically and mentally, and when he returned to the court, he played with a deeper sense of purpose. Every basket, every rebound, every moment became a tribute to his mother. He even dedicated his sneakers with messages to her, carrying her spirit into every game. Off the court, Karl became a voice of compassion and awareness. He advocated for mental health, spoke about vulnerability, and showed the world that strength doesn't mean suppressing emotion. His interviews revealed a thoughtful man who understood that being a role model isn't about pretending to be perfect. It's about being honest, even when it hurts. His transparency inspired countless fans who were also navigating their own grief and struggles. As the Timberwolves continued to rebuild, Karl became their emotional and strategic cornerstone. The arrival of Anthony Edwards gave him a new running mate, and together, they've built one of the most promising young cores in the league. Karl, now a veteran leader, embraced his role not just as a scorer or rebounder, but as a mentor and motivator. He's learned how to lift others, how to balance competitiveness with care, and how to guide a locker room with empathy. Beyond basketball, Karl's relationship with Jordyn Woods has also been a light in his life. Their bond, grounded in mutual understanding and respect, has given him strength in moments of vulnerability. Jordyn, who also endured public loss and pressure, became his safe space, someone who reminded him that love heals, that even in the spotlight, it's okay to be human. Together, they've used their platform to spread positivity and show that fame doesn't have to take away one's authenticity. When fans watch Karl-Anthony Towns play today, they see more than a superstar. They see a survivor. They see a man who's been through immense pain, yet still smiles, still gives back, still dreams. His ability to stretch the floor, shoot from anywhere, and battle down low is only part of his legacy. The other part, the more powerful part, is the story of resilience behind it all. He's turned tragedy into motivation, grief into growth, and loss into love. What defines Karl-Anthony Towns now is his completeness. He's not just an all-star, not just a face of a franchise. He's a symbol of grace under pressure. He's proof that even when life breaks you, you can rebuild yourself piece by piece. His mother's memory lives in every word he speaks, in every action he takes, in every fan he inspires. And as his journey continues, one thing remains clear: Karl-Anthony Towns' story is far from finished. His best chapters may still be ahead. Whether it's leading Minnesota deep into the playoffs, winning that elusive championship, or continuing his advocacy off the court, his impact will last far beyond the game. Because Karl plays not just for wins. He plays for legacy, for purpose, and for love. So to every fan watching this, remember that behind every great athlete is a human story, one filled with emotion, resilience, and faith. Karl-Anthony Towns reminds us that greatness is not about never falling, but about always rising again. His journey is a powerful testament to what it means to love deeply, fight bravely, and live fully. Thank you for watching this tribute to Karl-Anthony Towns, a man whose story reaches far beyond basketball. If his strength, his humility, and his heart moved you today, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder of resilience, and subscribe for more stories that celebrate the beauty of perseverance and the human spirit. Because at the end of the day, Karl-Anthony Towns has taught us all that no matter what life throws at you, you can keep standing, keep shining, and keep believing in yourself and in love.